everybody, and welcome to Scribbles, the show where everything is made up and the points don't matter. Tonight, now available, Wayne Brady. Delayed again, Drew Carey. In open beta, Colin Mockery. And fund my Kickstarter, Ryan Stiles. I'm Skylar, come on down, let's have some fun. So today, we're going to be taking a look at, as you could guess, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Starring these four gentlemen, as well as many other people, but these are the four we will be dealing with today. I'm going to give you a full walkthrough of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Now, when you boot the game up, you are going to be faced with a character selection screen much like this. Each character has their own stats. I'm going to run you through them really quickly. We're going to start with Wayne Brady, who has the overall pretty solid stats across the board. If we're judging everything on a 5-star basis, on all of his stats, he's got 4 stars. I'm going to draw circles here just to keep him going quick. But as you can see, he's got 4 out of 5 in all 3 categories. He is a pretty solid player right there. Up next, we're going to take a look at Ryan Stiles, who, while he is, this top stat is power, which Ryan has 3 of. Second stat down is speed, also 3. So although Wayne's got better than Ryan in all these categories, Ryan's third category, which is jump, is by far the best. He is the tallest. He can jump over most obstacles you're going to encounter, so a pretty safe bet for new players. Up next, we're going to take a look at Colin Mockery. Now, Colin's power is at a 2. Power, of course, refers to when you are plucking vegetables out of the ground. His speed is also a 2. And his jump is a 3. Now, this might seem like the worst set of stats so far, but Colin has a special ability the others do not have, and that is that when you jump as Colin, if you hold down the jump button, you are able to hover in the air briefly, and doing this can bypass a lot of the trickier parts of the game show. Finally, we've got Drew, who his power is a full 5. He's very powerful, and his speed as well, a full 5. Drew Carey has some real get up and go behind him. He can really book it to the end of each level. His jump, however, is only a 2. He is sitting at a desk, and his jump suffers from that significantly as the lowest in the game. Now, these 4 gentlemen are going on a journey through Subcon, where they will have to fight and defeat the evil King Wart in order to free it from his grasp. Now, King Wart, let me just move these gentlemen down. King Wart is a big, evil frogman. He is the producer on the show. There he is, King Wart. Now, Wart is, in charge of Whose Line Is It Anyway, and the boys are going to have to play a plethora of different games in order to defeat Wart, to reach him and defeat him in combat, as they do every episode. Now, the first game they're going to be playing today is Birdo Down, in which they have to, we got Birdo here on piano, and in order to defeat Birdo, they're going to have to take her eggs and throw them back at her as they shoot out of her mouth. Now, I recommend for this game in particular, you're going to want to go with Colin, because his ability to hover lets you really nail lining this one up. Work, if you don't mind moving. So Colin's ability to jump and hover is really going to help you here with Birdo. The eggs coming at him, while another character like Ryan might have the jump to really get up and over that egg, he might have some trouble positioning himself to land on it. Colin's really got this. He can jump and he can hover and wait for the egg to pass below him, land on it, then lift it up and throw it at Birdo. And if you could get that right into that mouth hole, Birdo's going to get all clogged up. Birdo's going to burst. And then Birdo is defeated, which is the objective, of course. Next game they're going to do is going to take them up. This is going to be scenes from a hat. And the boys are all going to be on top of it. Well, your character's going to be on top of it, and they're going to have to knock off several Shy Guys from on top of the hat. Shy Guys do originate from this game, which is kind of funny, because this game was not originally a Whose Line Is It Anyway game, but later became one when they released it in the USA. So I generally tend to recommend playing as Drew for this because of his speed and power. He can easily outmaneuver the Shy Guy, as well as pluck the turnips from the ground, which are going to really help you knock them off. Because if he could pluck one of the big turnips out, like there's the big turnip, and Drew's going to pop it out, and then you got this big old turnip here. And you can throw it at the Shy Guy, and bam, the Shy Guy is knocked off the hat. You've won Scenes from a Hat. The audience applauds. It's a good episode. Everybody loves Scenes from a Hat. Anyway, next up, there's a level in which you are going across these like whales in the ocean, and the platforms are actually whales. And by level, I mean a game. There's a game that they play on the show. You're just whale hopping, and it's definitely a unique one. I think this is a good time to go for Wayne because, again, solid all-around stats, great at improv singing for sure. He really nails the Irish drinking game and the sound stylings based songs all the time. He could really maneuver around them pretty easily. He's not too fast, so you're not going to slide off because this is a slippery ice level, says Wayne. This is a slippery ice level. That's him saying it. He's going to really make getting around... The platforming is going to be a lot easy when you got Wayne Brady as the character you are playing as. Now, something I'm sure you're wondering is what about audience participation? And the audience member coming in this time is none other than Mauser, which is a mouse with sunglasses that throws bombs. Now, Mauser is here to play sound effects with the cast. And so sound effects is a Ryan and Colin game, and Ryan and Colin, let me tell you, they are hilarious together. They really do some great stuff. Ryan and Colin, probably the best duo together, I think, as a team. If you are playing co-op, definitely go Ryan and Colin. They're great at going back and forth with each other. Their banter is fantastic. They'll take out Mauser in no time whatsoever. It won't even be a problem. 500 points each, says Drew down here. And 700 points for Wayne. And Wayne gives Drew a wink. So it's about time that we've reached Wart in his castle. We got Wart here. Uh-oh, it's Wart. Let's get all the boys working together on this one. We got Drew. Drew's gonna stay low because his jump isn't high. He's gonna be low. He's gonna be distracting Wart. Now Wayne has to activate the vegetable machine. And by Drew staying low, I didn't mean to put him up in the air. I mean, here we go. Wayne's gonna activate the vegetable machine, which is gonna pump out these vegetables because Wart's weakness is also the thing that fills his kingdom so much, and that is veggies, which is a little bizarre, but, you know, don't we all fear them? And so there's these vegetables all coming around. So, who would be the best choice to pick up these vegetables? Well, I'll tell you who it is. It's actually going to be Colin. Now, Colin's got the lowest power stat in the game, but the vegetables here are coming with such velocity that he should still be able to... He doesn't have to pick them out of the ground. It's something you wouldn't think of the first playthrough, but as a pro, let me tell you, speedrunners always play Colin for the Wart battle. Now, Ryan's job is to pry Wart's mouth open. So Ryan's going to take a crowbar, and he's going to take that crowbar, and he's going to move it down here, and he's going to put it in Wart's mouth. So we're going to open Wart's mouth now. Just enough for Colin to get that vegetable in, okay? So let's see here. It's gonna look generally like this. Oh. Yeah, there we go. There's Wart. His mouth is open, his weakness is exposed. Ryan also comes up to kind of mess with the cameraman a little bit. Oh, here comes Ryan. Whoa, he's real close. He's making funny face. I clicked on the wrong program. He's real close and he's making funny faces, and it's a wild time. So now, here comes Colin with the vegetable. Colin spiking the vegetable directly below him. He's hovered over Wart, of course. Vegetable goes in. Wart is defeated. Wart seems to be like an opposite of a nutritionist. If there's an opposite of a vegetarian, like a frog, car frog, that would be Wart. And Wart is defeated because he eats the vegetable, but also he eats the crowbar, which is certainly not food, and that just really wrecks up that he does not do well with that. So Wart is defeated. And the game is over, and now, our gentlemen, Ryan and Colin and Drew and Wayne, determine who won based on the points that were decided earlier. This game's winner was actually Greg Proops, who could not be here to accept his award. And so the boys are all going to read they're going to read the credits as if they were voice actors for a new Final Fantasy game. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.